How can you surrender into the process of opening and learning how to release tension and finding calm in the difficult and those uncomfortable situations? Hi yogis, today we're going to be working on Supta Kurmasana or Supine Tortoise, also known as Sleeping Tortoise. This is a deep hip opener. So I've designed the entire class to be able to help you be able to get into this pose as you practice it regularly. So we're talking about really deep hip opening, low back, back of hamstring opening, as well as shoulder mobility. All of these things are going to be incorporated into the class and will help you be able to move towards the posture. I don't expect anybody to be able to do this right off the bat. It is a very deep hip opener, but that's just part of the journey of yoga. I offer a modification to help reduce some of the challenge of getting your leg behind the head in this asana. From an energetic standpoint, poses like this, the ones that do forward folds, are all about surrendering. Being able to release tension, releasing things from the past, and allowing yourself to move forward. Now I realize that getting your legs behind your head is not particularly the most calming, especially if you have tight hips. However, that's part of the journey and that's part of the work. Can you cultivate a sense of calm and a releasing of tension as you're doing this very challenging exercise? And I think that translates really well to our, outside lives. Being able to use that discernment and be able to surrender when it's appropriate for the situation and when you have to come back into action in others when it's appropriate for that. I've modified this posture to help you be able to work towards the pose, so it isn't really a big importance to me whether you can do the full expression of the posture or not. It's more about what you're cultivating about yourself and what you're learning about yourself as you continue on your journey. I want you to be able to work towards the posture and help open up the hips in a safe way. That being said, if you feel any sharp shooting pain in your knee, go ahead and try to modify the posture, or you can completely skip it altogether. This is, once again, a slow progression as we work through. For today's class, you'll need a chair and 2 to 3 blankets. Okay, let's get started. Quick pause to read the disclaimer. Get your chair and place it at the front of your mat. Get 2 to 3 blankets. You may or may not need all of them. It just kind of depends on your body, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that. Take your first blanket, place it on top of the chair seat, and you want it to hang over the edge. Second 2 blankets, they'll be underneath your seat. This is where you may or may not need both of them. So you might have to play with the distance from your seat and the chair so you can move your seat back. Place the outer edges of your feet onto the chair. Now for some of you, this might already be a lot, and this might be where you stay. Take your hands underneath the blanket onto the actual chair seat. Lift your chest forward and up, and maybe this is where you end up staying. This is already a lot. For some of you, you might have your hands up onto your blankets and lengthening your tailbone back as you lengthen your heart forward. Option 1, this is already a lot. Option 2, take your arms in between the thighs, grab onto the front chair legs. For some of you, this might be where you stay. Turn the upper leg bones. This is an external rotation. Lengthen your heart. Option 2. Option 3, if you can get your legs above the shoulder, go ahead and do that. If you feel any sharp shooting pain in your knee, you need to back off and not do the posture. Staying here. Slowly bring yourself up. Take your feet down and pause here. Nice, nice job. So you might have to play with the distance from your seat and the chair so you can move your seat back if you'd like to go in a little bit deeper, creating a little bit more of an opening through the legs. Second round, take whatever variation you need. Slowly bring yourselves out. Remove your chair, put it away. Thanks so much for watching. For full yoga classes, visit my Patreon on the link below.